Caitlin. No, actually, we're not that kind of bus. Well, I suppose we might go to Jansen Beach Hooters if there were voters there. But I think what you want is 503-233 ride. Yeah, we're not TriMet. Sorry. Oh, what are we? We're an innovative vehicle for hands-on democracy. What the hell does that mean? It's about volunteerism, volunteering for democracy, like registering voters and making change in politics. You just want to go to Hooters. Okay, well, good luck finding your bus. Can I have Mark Sussman? Hey, Mark, it's Caitlin. How are you? So I just wanted to go over a couple of things before the show. Is this a good time? Okay, can we run through the list of people we need to thank? Great. First of all, our sponsor now. They have been great. Yeah. No, I'm wearing their stuff for you. Oh, come on, Mark. Your ass looks great in their jeans. All right. Sounds like we also need to thank Bally's for the yoga balls and Portland Center Stage. They're helping out in a big way. And DJ Beyond Us, she's gonna be awesome. And DB Monkey and Portland Community Media, they did a lot. Can we thank them 3 times? All right, and we need to thank the folks at Livewire and of course, all of our amazing volunteers. Oh wait, and it says here, Storm Large wants to thank, I don't know what this means, Mark. He wants to thank Davy Nipples for giving her the high, hard one on a regular basis. I don't know. All right, look, I need you to do a couple of things for me. Can you pick up some stuff before the show? I know, it's late. You can do this. All right, just a couple of things. I got a list here. You ready? We need a case of Jack Daniels. We need some whipped cream. We need 96 boxes of Jell-O. I don't care what flavor, any flavor. All right, we need you to get the fake fireplace and a gross of Magnum condoms and the 4th season, are you writing this down? The 4th season of The Facts of Life. It's for Sam Adams, come on. And we need 10 yoga balls. Mark, you gotta do it, because it's showtime!
Ladies and gentlemen, hide your children, blindfold your boyfriends. It's Portland's real First Lady, Storm Large.
Can you smell the democracy? Welcome to Candidates Gone Wild. This is our 7th time doing this. It's pretty fucking cool. I know there's political stuff going on all over town and all over the country and all over the world right now. It's like, is it gonna be the black guy? Is it gonna be the white lesbian and all that stuff? But here is the only place where you get to see your city officials up close and personal. And you get to decide who's gonna run the city that we all love, keeping Portland weird. So yeah, there's gonna be issues, and there's gonna be sustainable, and there's gonna be green, and there's gonna be living wage, and blah, 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 blah. But there's also gonna be juggling, pyrotechnics. You're gonna see Tom Potter's secret MySpace page. And you're gonna find out which candidate describes himself as succulent and modest. So we have to thank Now Clothing. They're a really cool company. There's gonna be a few people wearing Now Clothing on stage, and not only they're a very generous sponsor of this event, they donate 5% of every sale to local folks like Oregon Food Bank, Eco Trust, and Mercy Corps. 5% of every sale. That's awesome. So thank you very much to Now, and we also have to thank Willamette Week and the Bus Project for hosting this event again. It's so cool. I I love this. I love being a part of it. All right. Have I thanked everybody? And tomorrow is the deadline to register to vote. So have you guys all registered to vote? Awesome. And if you're clapping because there's a hot girl next to you going, I totally registered to vote, and you just want to impress her, don't be a dick. Register to vote. Seriously. There's so many volunteers from the bus project around here who are going to help you register to vote. That's what we're here for. We're here to show you that fucking voting is hot. It makes your genitals large. If you're a male, makes them small. If you're female, makes them smell really attractive and alluring. So, thank you. So, we have a wonderful, wonderful show for you tonight. And, But there's going to be a lot of surprises, and one of the surprises is we have a last-minute candidate who slipped under the radar at the very last minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adrian Chen.
Chen, you know, how long have you been covering restaurant closings for Willamette Week? 2, 3 years?
Actually 12, sir.
Jesus, that's the most depressing thing I've heard all week.
Sorry?
Listen, I gotta let you in on a secret. We're in trouble. With a capital T, and that rhymes with B, and that stands for broke. We're broke,
No.
Chen.
How?
Well, remember a couple of months ago we decided to stop running the smut ads?
Yeah, I thought those are pretty
Yeah,
good.
well, it turns out that's where 90% of our profits come from. Whores, Chen. Whores.
Wow.
Yeah. If we don't come up with $150,000 or so in the next couple of months, we're toast. I go back to publishing coupon books, and you go back to slinging shit at the elephant cage.
Well, actually there's a lot of money on the internet now. Maybe we could revamp our website, drive some traffic to the
Christ's
blog.
sake, Chen, what do you think I am? Ariana Huffington? Do I smell like her? No. Listen, I got a much better idea. You're gonna run for city council.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna run for city council. You're gonna get $150,000 in public funds. You're gonna lose, and then we'll take that money to keep this rag afloat. It's
No,
brilliant.
That is an insane plan. How am I going to lose? Have you seen those clowns on the ballot? There are real clowns on the
Chen,
ballot.
you're a natural born loser. Besides, I got some help. I got a campaign manager. Chen, this is Walt.
You can actually just call me Walt.
He kind of owes my sister a little favor.
Come on, let's go.
No, what?
Get a move on,
Oh,
'cause
where?
it's already here.
Ooh,
Ooh, come on.
go on.
He's here. There's no time.
Whores.
All right, come on. Straighten up and look like a man here, short stack.
Hey, just don't call me that.
Look, I brought Sam Adams in because I want you to talk to him because he's the worst campaigner. It'd be perfect for you. So get up inside his head, roll around in his mediocrity, get his stench all over you, hold it in, and then blow it all over my face.
No, I really don't feel comfortable
You're
with
ready,
this.
kid.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. So Sam, you've run some pretty horrible campaigns in your career.
Yes.
So, what's your secret?
Giving birth on a bicycle, riding on a high wire. Dangling over the South Hills was, it was really exhilarating,
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was part of your Put Weird Things in the Sky initiative.
Because you're so far up, it was quiet.
Except for the baby, I'm guessing.
No,
Oh yeah, you dropped the baby. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're a genius at giving the people what they don't want. I mean, dropping a baby and then the tram, you make even the air of our city intolerable.
if I can do it, anyone can do it, so.
Sam, nobody has what you have. You need to teach me your badness. If I don't lose this election, I don't know what Mark's gonna do. He'll beat me.
Sorry. Who's calling me on Sunday?
continue on, just so you know, those haikus, those brilliant political haikus you were asked to do, this is your last chance to turn them into a volunteer, and the winner gets really cool stuff like 100% cotton, organic, made by blind nuns in the Himalayas jeans from Now clothing, and you can get lunch with me, which I love lunch. Oh, you laugh now, but I fucking eat a lot. So anyways. So are you guys ready to meet your fucking candidates or what? Do we have those piggies lined up? Are they ready to go? Okay, let's have some lovely music, DJ Beyonda. All right, running for mayor, he's independent-minded, progressive, he's your workaholic. Mr. Sam Adams. Make a semicircle, love, and go and line up over there. One thing you may not know about Sam Adams, he cries when he comes. I heard that. He's the, hey, all right, there's more to go. Okay, quiet. He's a workaholic. He's a master snacker. He's a wise humanitarian. And though he's rhythm impaired, he's the best kisser in town. It's Show DeSoto! Thank you, sir. And for Ericston Seat City Commissioner number 2, considered the Susan Lucci of city politics, always a bridesmaid, but never, ever a cold fish. Nick Fish! So line up right over there next to your boys. All right, he's a lean, keen, clean, green biking machine. A friend to the majestic salmon. And he has an absorbed twin in his perineum. It's Jim Maddox! For City Commissioner seat number 1, he's a self-described Swedish spendthrift. So tasty and succulent, yet still modest, with the prettiest little campaign manager money can buy. It's John Branham! He calls himself tenacious, experienced, practical, smart, and honest. He founded Ethos Music, and you didn't, asshole. Charles Lewis! Shake your tail feather, baby. Our next candidate, his passion is Portland, fucking Oregon, and he's got the rug burns to prove it. The indescribable Mike Fahey! And he is the ginormous teddy bear who wants to rip the asses out of greenhouse gases. He's a little bit wonky. It's Chris Smith! Wonderful! Thoughtful, independent, compassionate, tenacious, and collaborative. He's a total hippie with a foofy French name. It's Jeff Bissonnette! And ladies and gentlemen, he's bright, and he's clean, and he's articulate, he's nice looking, slipping under the radar at the very last minute, and he says, "Fuck you, John Branham, I'm more Swedish than you, Adrian Chen." And last, but not least, she is enthusiastic, she is diligent, she is caring, she's wild-haired, and she wants you to know she's female. As a psychiatric nurse, she knows crazy when she sees it, and today is her 50th birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Fritz! Give it up for your candidates, you guys! They love Portland! your first 3 teams, you're all looking at each other like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Team number 1, team number 2, team number 3. What we're gonna do, if you don't know your teams, the next person will put you all together. What we're gonna do, the first little bit we're gonna do here is a little bit of an easy Q&A with the candidates set up in teams, kind of like Family Feud, but way weirder. They're gonna answer some tricky questions about the city they hope to work for, and afterwards we're gonna turn up the pressure and break out the water boards for a little tougher questioning. And then we're gonna lead up to everyone's favorite train wreck of humiliation and hilarity, the talent contest. But right now, candidates, are you ready for the quiz show? You ready to answer some questions? Yay, awesome. Okay, here comes your host of the Candidates Gone Wild quiz show. He's the boy who should have been mayor, whose motto is, "It's not gay if you pay." It's Jake Oakenberg!
All right, let's get right to our quiz show. You can see how the teams are lining up. Let's bring up Team 1 right to this X right here. We've got Sam Adams, Nick Fish, John Branham, and Chris Smith. And can we get our stage monkey to bring up a stand here? Yeah, let's stage monkey right there. Thank you. Set it up so that they can deliberate around this. Oh, very good, very good. This is our stage monkey who will be helping us out tonight. How about a hand for the stage monkey? All right, here we go. Welcome to the Candidates Gone Wild quiz show, where we ask questions that I don't know if they'll have the answer to, but here we go. Let's just start with the first one. Once I give you the questions, you will have 15 seconds to deliberate and then give the answer. When the music ends, courtesy of our DJ Beyonda, you have to give me the answer. If you're wrong, you risk the scorn of all of Portland. All right. According to the city auditor's December 2007 report, what is the average monthly residential sewer storm bill in Portland? Is it A, everyone knows this, $25.25, B, $45.25, C, $65.25, or D, $85.25, the average residential sewer storm bill?
Did you hear Jake is gay? Not if you pay. $45, what do you think? 40 B.
Final answer, what is it? B, $45.25. You are correct, Team 1. All right, stay up there though, you're not going anywhere. Stay right here, we got one more for you. All right, branching out beyond city government. Portland Trailblazer Brandon Roy was named Western Conference NBA Player of the Year twice this season. Player of the Week. Player of the Year twice in a season. That's interesting. Who was the last Blazer to win this award twice in one season? A, Rasheed Wallace in 2000-2001. B, Arvydas Sabonis in 95-96. C, Clyde Drexler 90-91. Or Bill Walton in 1976-77.
What's a trailblazer?
Oh. And they're so nice this year, and you're still hating them.
Clyde.
Clyde Drexler, C, Clyde Drexler. Well, you know what? You guys get off, and we're going to go to the tape for an answer on this one. You guys, Stage Monkey, get them out of here. We actually asked some ordinary Portlanders to see if they would have the answer to this question. So let's check in with our first ordinary Portlander and take a look at the video.
So we're here just asking ordinary Portlanders. Let's see if we can get an answer on this question. Let's see what we have here. Portland Trailblazer Brandon Roy was named the NBA Western Conference Player of the Week twice this season. Who was the last Trailblazer to receive this award twice in one season?
Clyde Drexler in 1990-91.
Thank you very much. Back to you, Jake.
Give it up for Brandon Roy. All right, Team 2, come on out. Team 2, Joe DeZono, Amanda Fritz, and Jeff Bissonette, take your place at the firing squad. right, here we go. You ready for your first question? They don't look ready. All right, here you go anyway. According to the city auditor's December 2007 report, what is the current backlog of street maintenance in Portland? Is it A, 227 miles, B, 427 miles, what? C, 627 miles, or D, 827 miles?
Phone a friend, phone a friend, phone a friend.
All right, your answer please. A, B, C, or D? 2, 4, 6, or 8?
4.
We need an answer.
6.
So you're saying C, 627 miles?
Yes.
You are correct. They almost went for B. All right, don't go anywhere. We've got another question for you. The San Francisco area is ranked first in the nation for restaurants per capita. Which metropolitan area is ranked second? Is it A, Portland metro area, B, New York, C, San Francisco, or D, Austin?
What?
We're helping you out here. Is it A, Portland metro, B, New York, C, San Francisco, or D, Austin? Your answer, please.
Portland.
Portland, you're going with A? All right. Stage monkey, get these people out of here. We're going to go to the video and check in with another ordinary Portlander to see the answer. Roll tape.
So we're here. Let's see if we can get another answer from an ordinary Portlander to this question. Let's see. So I've got a question. Could I ask you? We're doing this for Candidates Gone Wild.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's the question. The San Francisco area is ranked first in the nation for restaurants per capita.
Okay.
Which metropolitan area is ranked second? A, Portland metro area, B, New York City, C, Chicago, or D, Austin?
I've been to Austin, New York City. I'm going to say Portland simply because we have some amazing restaurants here.
And you are exactly right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, back to you, Jake.
As you can see, Chicago and San Francisco are very similar on my notes. Let's bring out Team 3. Come on, guys. We got Jim Madar, Mike Faggy, and Charles Lewis. All right, you guys ready for your question? All right, here we go. According to the city auditor's December 2007 report, what...
Ready? We're ready. We're ready, Jake. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
According to the city auditor's December 2007 report, what is Portland's population? Is it A, 512,690 people, B, 562,690 people, C, 602,690 people, or D, 702,692 people?
Was that Maine or Oregon?
This is Portland, Oregon. And I don't think the city auditor would be happy about that. Your answer?
569.
There's no 569. I'm assuming you mean 562.
Hey.
You are correct,
How do
sir.
you-
B.
Hey.
It's not 69.
Award yet.
It's not 569, it's 562. All right, we've got a follow-up question for you that has nothing to do with Portland's population. Which of the following bands started here in Portland? Retrofits are not in this question. A, The Shins. B, Cherry Poppin' Daddies. C, Life Save Us. Or D, Sleater Kinney. Which of the following bands started in Portland? Your answer?
Shins.
You know what? We don't know. Get out of here. Monkey, take him off. We're going to go. going to the tape on this one. Roll it.
All right, let's see if we can get an answer to this question. Come on. Excuse me, could we ask you a question for Can't Gone Wild?
Yeah.
All right, so here's a question about Portland bands. Which of the following bands started in Portland? The Shins, Cherry Poppin' Daddies, Lifesavers, or Sleater Kinney? Do you know the answer?
I have to go with Lifesavers.
Lifesavers.
You are correct. Thank you.
Indeed.
All right, back to you, Jake.
All right, team one, get out of here. We have one last question for each of our teams. We're going to quickly move through this. You guys ready for your last question? They look so ready. All right, we're bringing this one a little national on this one, a little business question. But your powerhouse group, we gave you an extra person, so I think you can handle it. As the state and city face increasing budget constraints, businesses are being asked to give more money to charity and nonprofit community organizations. But now we're flipping it nationwide. What percentage of net revenue do Fortune 500 companies donate to charity on average? We heard that one company sponsoring this does 5%, but what is it on average for Fortune 500 companies? Is it A, 0.07%, B, 1.07%, C, 3.07%, or D, 5%? Tough one. All right, A, B, C, or D?
You think it's A? You think it's A?
Come on, you're all gonna have to be working together soon enough.
We're going with A.
A, 0.07%. All right, get out of here. We're gonna roll the tape and see the answer. We'll see if they're right.
Let's see if we can get an answer to this question. Come on. Do you mind if we ask you a question about businesses?
No, of course not. Love to answer a question.
All right, here we go. Canada's Gone Wild question. As the state and city face increasing budget constraints, businesses are being asked to give more money to charity. Nationwide, what percentage of net revenue do Fortune 500 companies donate to charity?
Sadly, the answer is 0.07%.
0.07%?
That's it.
Wow. Back to you, Jake.
Yes. Thank you to Dow and other Portland businesses that do more. They got it correct, though. How about a hand for Team 1 for getting that question right? Team 2, point out. Team 2, point out. Joe, Amanda, and Jeff, your last question. We're going statewide on this one, but I think you can handle it. What is the official state beverage of Oregon? Is it A, microbrew, B, wine, C, milk, or D, orange juice? Your answer, please.
They say it's milk.
They say it's milk? Well, you should go back there and we'll look at the video and see if you're right. Jeff Bissonette, totally trusting his teammates on this. We'll see if he's correct. Roll tape.
So let's see if we can get an answer to our question. Excuse me, so we are doing a little Canada's Gone Wild quiz, and we got the question of what is the official state beverage of Oregon? Is it A, microbrew, B, wine, C, milk, or D, orange juice?
I don't think it could be D, orange juice, because that's Florida.
Right.
Microbrews are relatively new, and Oregon was founded in 1859, so I doubt it's that. Wine is really boring, so I'd have to choose milk.
And he's correct. Back to you, Jake.
All right, Team 3, our very last. Okay, guys. Here you go. Your last question. No pressure. Bring it in strong. What year was Portland incorporated? A, 1842. B, 1851. C, 1854. Or D, 1867. A, B, C, or D? Don't have them good answers time.
Clarification, how old is Tom Potter?
Oh, cheap shot from Jim. 180. All right, your answer, please. All right, answer please.
1854.
1854, C, 1854. All right, get off the stage. We're going to go to the tape.
All right, let's see if we can get an answer to this question. Come on.
You can find it all at our website at kinks.fm. I'm Sheila Hamilton for Subject Earth.
Hey.
Jake, what are you doing here?
So we're asking
Jake
questions.
Ogenberg from the Retrofits. Man, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Can we get an answer to a question from Can's Gone Wild? Can we just pop one on you?
I'm not very good with pop questions, man.
All right, well, I know you know your Portland trivia.
I do.
And we've just asked the candidates, what year was Portland incorporated? 1842, 1851, 1854, or 1867?
Do you have the answer there for me? I'm going to guess.
Okay.
B, 1851.
You are absolutely correct. Thank you. Back to you.
1851, they didn't get it correct. And for all of you who are wondering, Portland had a huge population of about 800 people at that time. So, your fun facts of the day. How about a hand for all of our candidates who took part in the Can's Gone Wild trivia? All right, guys, we're going to roll the next Adrian tape. We'll see you soon.
I wasn't even trying.
All right, we can't change that, but we can move forward.
No, we're not. I'm not doing anything.
Forward, and you're
I'm
going to
sorry.
sit down in your little man chair.
I'm sitting down, but it's because I'm tired.
And together, because you can't handle it alone, we're going to talk to a man who has actually lost a campaign for city council, all right? Nick the Fish. This guy is a loser's loser, all right? He is a complete sack. And, well, he's not just a horrible candidate. He's pretty much just a horrible human being, all right? And, well, to be honest, even his appearance triggers my gag reflex so that when I look at him.
I'm so sorry. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at him.
Excuse me? Why don't you quit stalling and ask your questions?
Okay. Nick, what do you
What? Ask a question. Don't.
what do you like?
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. All right, that's it. Thank you, Nick. Your time's worthless, but thank you for giving us some time. You're done. Chin, I'm gonna go get Randy Leonard. You got one more shot at this, buddy.
So, Randy, how are you running such an awful city council campaign?
Well, I just run as myself. I mean, I try to be who I am and be honest and forthright, which apparently doesn't work well for everybody. So,
what are you talking about?
Well, you might consider just saying that you're gay. Whether you are, I don't know you. Are you gay?
I'm straight as a whistle.
I think it works just to say you're gay.
Wait, are you saying something about Sam Adams?
Bingo. Hello. I mean, another Pulitzer from Willamette Week here. I mean, you're not buying the whole gay thing with me, are you?
Listen, Randy, I really don't think Sam.
Well, how about me? Okay, can we have this be about me and not about Sam, Adrian? Can we have this one thing be about me?
I mean,
do you mind?
I didn't.
No, Adrian, do you mind? Is this about me or Sam? Because if it's about me, let me just put it about me, okay? I've sat next to him for 4 years now on the city council. I work out, okay? I know I'm 55 years old, but I look pretty good, okay? Don't you think he would have hit on me at least once if he was gay? You see these jeans I'm wearing? I almost have to paint these jeans on, okay? Does he ever once say, I look nice? Does he ever once say, you know, Randy, would you like to go have a drink? Not once, not once. How could he be gay? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, maybe he's not into the mustache?
The mustache is gone. It's gone.
Still there.
No, I mean, it's gone.
It
might as well be gone.
I see it.
Yeah. Razor, gone.
It's right on your...
Razor, where's the razor? Razor, gone.
It's still on your face.
Yeah, but it's gone. He's just so damn good looking. Is that, can I say that? I'm aggressive, aren't I? Yes. I know.
All right. Could you just explain to me exactly what happened just now?
I'm not sure, but I think we just found the answer to Willamette Week's problems.
we are on to a little bit of a more intense level of questioning for the candidates. What we have here, could we have some lights on our next setup here? We call it a little fireside chat. It's kind of sweet, kind of comfortable. I love you too, Mom. And I have to take a moment to thank Peter Corvallis of Portland Center Stage for providing our lovely furniture here, and for Paula from Portland Center Stage who made my outfit tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paula. Okay, where am I? All right, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is where we put the screws to the candidates and ask them some really tough questions, like about math stuff. Really hard shit, hardcore. And it's like the quiz show is kind of a little warm up, like a little kiss on the cheek before we fist them. Hey, sometimes it works, you know? Every girl is different. But anyway, we've got a couple of tough titties running the boardroom today. He is the big daddy pants at Willamette Week. He despises the word the, but loves antique lace. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Zussman. And she is a tough as nails political consultant and could tear Voldemort a new asshole. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Liz Kaufman. All right. Mark, Liz, are you guys hungry for some would-be mayor blood?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Could I please invite to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Adams and Joe DeZono, your candidates for mayor. Have at
it. Gentlemen, comfortable?
No.
Hey, you know, before we start tearing their flesh, let's give them a hand for being good sports. I mean, really, none of these candidates have to do this. Now, we've got a couple of general questions for each of you. Sam, we'd like you to take the first shot at this. We'd like you to demonstrate to this audience that you're not simply another tax and spender, another politician who promises us everything. So we want you to talk a little bit about where you would shrink Portland government. What services should the city be getting out of? Either moving into the private sector or sending it to another jurisdiction, or both?
Accounting, purchasing, general services, fleet.
Where would you move that to?
Private sector.
You'd have the city's accounting done by Arthur Anderson? Come on. This is the one serious portion of the evening, Sam. You're not going to get away with that.
Fleet is an opportunity to go to the private sector. We've done that partially. We could go more. Printing. The city has its own print shop. We could probably do it cheaper in the private sector. Those are two examples.
Show?
Same question?
Same question.
None.
None?
None.
Nothing.
Nothing. I would trim my budget, but I wouldn't outsource any of the city services.
There's nothing the city could do that's doing now that could be done better by another governmental jurisdiction or moving into the private sector.
Well, I would certainly talk about combining the law enforcement office with a number of jurisdictions.
You enjoying that ball?
Pardon?
Okay.
Don't pick on him, Mark. Sam's got way more experience on one of those.
Combining Portland Police and Multnomah County Sheriffs.
Right.
All right. Liz?
Guys, you're always running for office about that Willamette River. Turns out the city of Portland's budget has $6 million in it this year dedicated to the Willamette River, but not to clean it up, but in fact to do a continued assessment of who's responsible for polluting the river. A continued assessment. To most of us taxpayers, this sounds like, ooh, maybe a waste of dollars. except for the lawyers who are doing the investigations. Are we wrong? Show, you want to go first?
No.
Careful, Show. Feet on the ground. Center of gravity. There you go. You good?
$6 million on the table. Who's the taker?
If we don't assess who actually polluted the river, which private companies polluted the river, then it will be the Portland ratepayers that pays. I stand behind spending $6 million because the cleanup's going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and I want the polluter to pay.
Are you aware that BES has cited 64 times one company in Northwest Portland for throwing chromium into the Willamette River? Cheaper to pay the fine than it is to stop dumping. What are you talking about?
And that's why we need an attorney general that's going to go after the polluters, and that's why we need the state legislature to increase the fines.
Joe, is that $6 million staying in your budget?
I would agree with Sam. When there were times I would agree with Mr. Adams, but I think we do need to go after the polluters, and I think the state government is one that has to enforce the laws.
So this is a commitment that we're going after polluters.
We're going after the polluters, Liz.
Hold them to it.
All right, a couple of individual questions. Sam, this one is just for you. Sam, you have a reputation, and it's well-deserved, as an accomplished grudge holder. You do.
I'll remember this, Mark.
That's why I didn't want to ask the question.
Expect a health inspection in your home tomorrow.
So that's my question. Seriously, what advice do you have for those people who want to disagree with you and still be able to get in the same room with you in the future?
Listen, I surround myself with folks that disagree with me, and I go out to the community, you know, with unscripted opportunities, town halls. I have a blog website that anyone can say anything they want, even anonymously. I think that disagreement is the essence of democracy, and that's what I stand for.
Okay, Show, hold on to your hat. You have a hat on. Going from zero to mayor isn't working out that well this time. Our current well-intentioned mayor has arguably failed to lead the rest of the council effectively, if at all, bring specific solutions to specific problems, or significantly help those who can't help themselves, arguably the role of government. Obviously, you get up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and you see greatness, or you wouldn't be doing this. So, as voters, tell us why we should do this again.
You know, I think that's pretty foolish to compare myself with anyone else. I have a life experience quite different from others. You know, I'm running on my own record. I do see myself in the mirror, and I see someone that can really change city government. I do think I have the quality of leadership that's really can transform the city into uniting the different parts of the city. I think I have accomplished much in my volunteer work, and I'm very proud of my accomplishments, and I'm not comparing myself to any other candidate other than my own track record.
So you're running as the Obama candidate.
All right, Sam. So, IKEA. So they come here. IKEA is an employer with no unions. They basically don't offer health care to most of their employees. They violate the city sign code, in essence, with an outside sign. Fine. Walmart. You crusade against Walmart. Why should we not view it, given the larger context, as anything more than a cynical, poll-driven ploy to attract political support?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, Mark. The fact of the matter is that IKEA does offer health care even to its part-time employees. It does do sustainable environmental practices, and Walmart, only because of the pressure of myself and a lot of other people across this nation, has even begun to do the right thing for the environment, for its employees, and the community that it resides in. It's pressure that has brought Walmart along, and I've been proud to stand with others to put the pressure on Walmart.
And Mark, can I add something? 3 words. $2 lamps. IKEA has really cute $2 lamps. Just saying.
3 words. We are China. Okay, show. Sources. I'm going for the quotation mark here. Sources have actually raised some questions about your core ethics. Willamette Week reported that you took more than $1 million from a young child's trust fund without permission and paid it back only under legal threat. There's been some questions about some health code violations at a restaurant, and there's the rules then about public financing for campaigns. You know, at the end of the day, all a politician really has is their word. Why should voters trust you, knowing that you've already stretched that trust in our community?
I'm not here to argue with the Willamette Week article at this point, but I have said I have made some mistakes in my past. I think the facts would prove the article. Some questionable comments were made. I have made mistakes in terms of the restaurant you're speaking about. I think lots of restaurants have challenges in meeting all the codes. I think I stand by my record of trustworthiness. I think I've conducted myself in an honorable way in the community for more than 37 years, and I ask for voter support to continue to be trusting in my judgment and my ability to lead the city in a much more positive way.
Right on. I'm sorry, you guys. We have to move this along. Are you guys good?
We're done. Thank you. Hey, another hand. They got great courage to be up here.
Thank you very much. Show this. Oh no, Sam Adams. They got a lot of balls to come up here. Sorry, it was bad. All right, we got to get our 8 candidates for commissioner up to the stage, please. Stage monkey, get your commissioners and their balls to get up here. Oh, we're not done with the boardroom yet. Come on, Jim. Where's your ball? There it is. Oh, no. Careful. Oh, my God, lawsuit. Nope. Okay.
Jim, you're having too much fun.
Jim Middaugh, are you stoned?
I can't remember.
All right, sit down, let's go. Hey, what's wrong with this picture? Not enough women. All right, so here's a general question that we're going to ask 4 of you to answer. So it'll be Jim, Nick, John, and Mike, and then you 4 will answer another question. So quickly, I want you to demonstrate to me that you understand that one of the qualities of leadership is the ability to set priorities. So this November, Dan Salzman is going to ask voters to reauthorize the Children's Investment Fund. Sam Adams is also wants a street tax. Okay, you only get to choose one. Which one? Jim?
Streets.
Why?
Streets are going to create a better economy. A better economy is going to help kids.
Nick?
Kids, and I'll vote to enact the Safe Streets without a referral to voters. Because that's what I was paid to do.
Wait, in other words, you won't raise additional taxes for the Safe Streets. Is that what you're saying?
I'm prepared to vote to enact Safe Streets as a city commissioner and will refer the kids initiative.
No. That's not the question. Is you only get to
That's a
choose 2
better answer.
additional programs that are going to raise our taxes. You get 1. Set a priority.
I gotta go with kids.
John? So I've run because I'm passionate about education and kids, but on this one I'm going to go for the streets.
Having 4 kids and 8 grandkids, I'm going for the kids.
Do guys understand why people are wearing sashes? Did you do this deal yet? The sash deal. Could you?
Oh, okay. Sorry. We what color are the mayor wannabes? Are they purple?
Different.
They're different. You guys know who the mayoral candidates are. We're wearing different sashes to differentiate between the 2 seats. The orange, lovely orange sashes here are for commissioner seat number 1, and the yellow, lovely Balinese yellow that you can't even see on that tie-dye motherfucker. It just blends in with your shit. Is for Eric Sten's seat, commissioner position number 2. All right, are we good?
So you got 1 of 2 and 1 of 6. So let's go with the other 4. Unfortunately, this is not a 50-50 question. So listen. Housing affordability, serious issue in Portland. And the reason why fewer and fewer people with kids, otherwise known as families, are locating and staying here. We're becoming more like San Francisco, maybe like Seattle, where there's a big tourism economy, a lot of rich people, a lot of transients, but where are the families? What, in your most succinct possible short answer, can elected leaders, should you get elected, do to lure more families here? And you can't say schools, because, as you should know, the city's paid for a study which showed that schools are not the problem, housing affordability is. That's why families aren't here. What are you going to do about it? Chris, you're up.
Liz, I had a personal trainer who tried to get me on one of these. I got a new personal trainer. I would actually require, when we master plan development in the city, that we actually build some 3 and 4 bedroom units. I think that would be a good place to start. Let's make some housing that accommodates families.
Family wage jobs, affordable health care, clean parks, and something else that will get you back here, because I know you don't live in Portland and we ought to get you back.
Liz, he's flirting with you. Dude, that was gross. You're married.
Amanda?
We need to focus on getting family wage jobs here in Portland. We need to make sure that our kids graduate from schools, and so that the kid, I wasn't allowed to say school, sorry. We need to make sure that every neighborhood in Portland has basic services, including parks and affordable housing.
So City Council set aside 30% of all the funds in urban renewal for affordable housing. I've been proposing that we take that 30% from PDC, give it to the Bureau of Housing and Community Development, a bureau that really wants to create affordable housing, and just let them go to town.
All right. So now we've got an individual question for each of the candidates, and we're going to start with Jim Midoff. So Jim. So, former Chief of Staff to Eric Sten. You know, we've had 12 years of Eric Sten. Sequels are notoriously worse than the original. This is a 2-part question. Why shouldn't we view you as the political equivalent of Rambo 2? And secondly, in 2005, you and Eric Sten began your so-called 10-year plan to end homelessness. I want you to look at the audience and tell them with a straight face, are you really going to end homelessness?
Chronic homelessness is what we're trying to end, and we've been hugely successful. Thousands of people are off the street because we've been working hard with the county and our partners, and I'm different than Eric Sten because I have cooler shirts. I'm taller than Eric Sten. And the truth be told, I've actually implemented stuff. Eric was in City Hall his whole career. My career has been spent getting things done in my community, in my schools, in bureaus, all across the city. I've got a record of delivering results. Thanks. No gap. Although I think that makes me less qualified. That gap was really pretty impressive.
All right.
Are you going to let him get away with that homeless answer?
I am.
Okay. I would have followed up. Okay, Mr. Nick Fish. Nick, I read the voters pamphlet, and you've got a pretty good statement. In fact, I'd make the case that you possibly have the most well-known set of endorsements listed in your voters pamphlet statement. So take a look and see if I'm wrong. Yet, this is your third run for City Hall. Getting across the finish line is arguably one of the most important skills to have when you're in the City Hall. Why shouldn't we just consider you another guy who can drop names and good ideas, but can't quite get the job done? And, as a PS, have you thought about West Multnomah Soil and Water Conservation District? They're looking for a few good candidates.
I guess, thank you, Liz. First of all, I look at this as a matter of math. When I ran in 2002 in a special election, I came in third. When I ran against Commissioner Adams, I came in second. My wife said that just based on the law of averages, I cannot possibly lose this election. And let me add, Liz, if perseverance and the willingness to get off the mat a couple of times and try it again is a deficit, I plead guilty. But the reason I'm running is because I love this city and I actually think it could use some new leadership. And the voters ultimately get to decide that. If they send me back to the private sector, then I will continue to host a public affairs show and do my best. If they send me to city council, I would say after this journey, God help me, I'm ready to serve.
All right.
Nick, you get extra credit if you can name one thing West Multnomah Soil and Water Conservation District does. One thing. Extra credit if you can name one thing they do.
Soil conservation.
Next question goes to Jeff Bissonette. Jeff, so you seem like a nice enough guy. Your energy is a bit in question. But I gotta ask you this. Dan Saltzman is wonkier than you, and Sam Adams is greener. Why do we need you?
Sam Adams isn't greener. Those are the two things. Dan Saltzman is wonkier than me, and Sam Adams is greener than me.
Yeah.
I'm the OLCD endorsed candidate in this race, and nobody is greener than me. And that is precisely why the Skid City Council needs me and needs an environmental voice on the council.
Chris. At public events, you're often seen standing in the corner, staring intently at your BlackBerry.
It's an iPhone.
You are quiet. You are a quiet, well-behaved, and well-informed, possibly single-issue candidate. However, we're going to give you a shot here. Convince us that you have the grit to remain standing. After the first 10 times, we hear the bone crunching after being rolled by Randy Leonard and Dan Saltzman.
Well, that's easy, Liz. I spent 3 years fighting Dick Singer over parking garages in Northwest Portland, and I haven't stopped fighting yet.
Decent answer.
All right, Amanda. Happy birthday. So Amanda, you strike me, and I'm sure the rest of this audience, as someone who could probably name every one of the 95 neighborhood associations in this city, as well as the issue that's got them most ramped up. But demonstrate your qualities as a leader and independence. Pick any one of those 95 and tell us where you'd be willing to upset them for the greater good of the city.
In Northwest District, there's currently a proposal to move a bridge, the Sophie Island Bridge. It's going to cost $5.5 million to move the bridge, $3.5 million to build a new bridge. I would say that the case has not been proven that pedestrian-bicycle connection is the most important bicycle-pedestrian connection in Portland, deserving of city money. I believe we need to prioritize basic services in all 95 neighborhoods. And I know there are some folks in Northwest Portland who desperately want to get that bridge in that location. But we need to think of all 95 neighborhoods, and I think I just proved that I've annoyed the people in Northwest District.
Okay, Mike. Just
Ready.
think softball. At least 3 people, Emily Boyles, Joe DeSono, John Branham, have all taken, well, I don't know, liberties with public financing campaigns. The crowd on this stage proves that, anybody who fogs a mirror can gather the signatures necessary to get public campaign financing. So,
I didn't hear you, Liz. I want to hear you repeat that one.
is public financing a good idea? Or does it need some tweaks? Or is it Portland's version of the Trojan nuke plant, a failure that ought to be imploded?
The campaign finance reform, which one is it?
Yep.
Yes.
It's kind of, I think, the Trojan horse imploding. I mean, is that what you said? I barely hear you. Is that the question?
What should be done with
Keep it or get rid of
voter-owned
it?
elections? Blow it up?
No, we
Improve it?
shouldn't keep it. I think, the idea is that Oregon and politics is crooked. The 89 people I served with down in Salem, I thought they were all very honorable. I've heard more about campaign problem. I've been voting for 40 years. I've heard more about campaign problem since we started this than I ever did in the other years I was here. So, I mean, think about it. There's $2 million. We're not counting what it costs in the court system, the district attorney, public defenders. All this money is not even factored into the cost. I'd rather see 20 police officers out there fighting gangs and graffiti and protecting my grandkids walking to school in the park than I would a politician.
All right, there's an answer. We've got 2 candidates left. Charles Lewis, you're next. Charles, you got into this race in large part because you're upset at the Portland Development Commission. Great, get in line. So is Randy Leonard and everybody in Portland whose name isn't Homer Williams. What else are you going to bring to City Council?
I think, I started up Ethos Music Center. It's a nonprofit up in North Portland, brings music education back to several thousand kids. Last year we had 78 employees on our payroll, so I know what it means to make a payroll, to have people dependent on us for their salaries, for their rent, and so I bring that business experience. Also, my wife and I are small business owners, or just recently we sold our Portland Duck Tours, so we have that experience as well. Things I'm going to be focused on: affordable housing, getting back to basics, and encouraging more community involvement here in Portland.
Last question.
And probably the fastest talker on the stage. Okay, John, are you still with us?
Absolutely.
Hi, John.
Hi.
You might not be smiling after I do this. People in the Arbor Lodge Neighborhood Association say you were mostly a no-show as Neighborhood Association president. You failed the bar twice, and you've never held a job for more than a couple years. People say you've spent more on your campaign manager than those running for U.S. Senate, and there's more, and as well as on your website, than any candidate we can find, and this was with public money. Why would we put you in charge of city bureaus that employ thousands of Portlanders and spend tens of millions of dollars annually?
The easiest question to ask, right? So, when I was chair, I came in as chair of Arbor Lodge Neighborhood Association. The neighborhood association was averaging 8 attendees per monthly meeting. I came in, and within a month, we shot up to 50. We sustained that for 12 months. We rewrote the bylaws. We helped bring new businesses to Interstate Avenue that had not previously been there, and those business owners would tell you that they thought I did a great job. And I think one of the hallmarks of great leadership is leaving the neighborhood association better than when you started it. I'm proud to say that Arbor Lodge continues to thrive today. So I think that's one of the reasons why you should bring me, is I've got a proven track record of doing well. Okay, sorry, I thought you were, okay. Great, thank you. So, I think that clearly my campaign manager is paid well, and there's no question. But as I thought about approaching this race, all of us candidates talk about living wage jobs, and Portlanders talk about living wage jobs and health care, and that we treat our citizens well. And that's something I took into consideration. We work our campaign staff hard, and I work my campaign manager hard, and that's why I pay him well. So I think one of the reasons why you should elect me as your next city commissioner is that I work my ass off. I've got a proven track record of excellence at Portland Public Schools. I only failed the bar once, and I did it after my father passed away. But I went through law school and I did well as running the neighborhood association simultaneously, served in the Peace Corps in South Africa, and grew up in Corvallis. So I have local values, international experience, and a broad set of skills and experiences to bring to Portland City Hall. Thank you.
One more hand for all the candidates. Thank you.
Thank you, candidates. Thank you, Mark and Liz. That was some lovely bondage, fucking evil. Jesus. I think they did very well. I feel really good about our folks, right? So far, so good. All right. Now, while the candidates are off to prepare for the talent part of the evening, I don't know what the hell they're doing downstairs. It's all been very hush-hush and secretive. I saw feathers and a giant knife, like a stick of butter. It's very strange. But I gotta take a moment to remind you of the importance of voting, obviously. This is a night about politics. This is a night about being involved and supporting our communities, wherever we live in Portland. We love our city and we want to support it, and we want people to represent us well. So it's very important to vote, obviously. And it is a hard-earned right of every citizen and proof positive of a free democratic society worth dying for. But what you may not know is it is also a great way to get killer abs. This next video will get you totally pumped for democracy. From Wyden and Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello? No, I don't plan on voting. How long would it take to vote? 15 minutes? All right. Well, thank you. Here we have a situation where I live in a democracy that was founded on people with opinions coming together and mailing those opinions off to the government to make decisions. There is one decision I do like making. I like deciding to work out. Hi, I'm Jim Lasser. Welcome to the Body Report. Special edition, Elections Edition. Anytime you vote, the first thing you need is a ballot. Let's do our first workout. First step is to put your pad on the ground, and you want to take your ballot, unfold it, and spread it out on the pad. Next step is put yourself into a push-up position. Then you want to lower yourself and give me a kiss. This is the tricky part. You want to pick up free writing, your voting hand, pick up your pencil, look at your choices. As I'm deciding, you see my triceps are engaged, my shoulders are engaged, my latissimus dorsi is engaged. I fill in the mark, I put my pencil down, and I do another push-up. Okay, him. I put my pencil down, and do a push-up. All right. I think I'm gonna vote with my left hand this time. I really don't know any of these people's physiques, so it's difficult for me to make a choice. Rod's a nice name. I hope you have good abs. I put down my pencil, and I do another push-up. Okay, done. I vote we do another exercise. Okay, this is called Initiative Ab Blaster. Who's ready to work out and vote? I am. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hard surface and we're gonna tape it to our thighs. You wanna get it on there like that. The second part is the ballot. For each spread, you're gonna tape it open so you can read while you're blasting your abs. You're probably wondering what this chair is for. You're gonna put 2 hands on the chair and push yourself up. And when you're up, you're gonna read about measure 2693, the argument in favor. Okay, all right. Well, that's a good point. And then after you're done reading, you're gonna put yourself down. Now, I need to read the argument against. So let's lift ourselves up. I think differently about it when you put it that way. I've read both sides of the opinion. Now, we're gonna use our voting hand to vote. All right, we'll move our yellow pencil into voting position. Secure the chair in one hand, grab your pencil, and vote. And down. Next initiative. Repeat this for every initiative in your ballot. Hi. Thanks for tuning in this week to the Body Report, the special election edition. I hope I was able to impart the necessary knowledge to keep our democracy strenuous. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Wyden and Kennedy. Okay, so while we're getting ready for our talent portion of the evening, I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever been to Arlington, Oregon? Okay, so you've smelled it, right? Because, see, the thing is, Arlington, Oregon, it's about like 3 hours east of here, and it's famous for having the most enormous dump in all of Oregon. That's what they're famous for. But for a moment, just for a brief period of time, they were really famous for something way prettier. Recently, the mayor of Arlington, Oregon was recalled. Yeah, because of her ripped fucking abs and her hot body that she is not ashamed of. There was a picture of her, not naked, not all spread open and gynecological, leaning elegantly on a fire truck, showing her civic pride. In tasteful undies and a bra, beautiful. And a bunch of pissed off old crotchety golfers thought it was obscene, and to prove it to their baggy old wives that they didn't find her attractive, they recalled her. Because, I guess, Arlington wants to remain famous for having the largest dump in Oregon. But ladies and gentlemen, it is my deep and pleasured honor to invite to the stage the mayor of Hot, Her Excellency Carmen Montour. Thank you. Thank you. You can stand right next to me. Stand right over here. Look at this woman. She told me she does 220 sit-ups a day. How you doing, Carmen?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Storm. Thank you very much. Since I've been removed from office, I've had a little bit of extra free time. And so one day I thought, I'm going to get on the internet. I'm going to just kind of surf to see how many other politicians in Oregon may have a MySpace page. Well, Check out what I found.
Okay. Oh my God.
It looks like Sam Adams has been making good use of his tram.
Sam, are you pissing on the tram?
Check out his comments.
Oh my God.
And did you know that Tom Potter is actually having a solo New Age flute project?
Wow.
Tom hasn't produced any music yet, but he is input from the community, and he will come out with an album in the next 40 years.
Wow, Tom looks really cool.
But the most amazing one that I found was Randy Leonard's.
Really? Whoa!
Okay, Randy's got the fire truck, he's got the lingerie bikini, but that's my look. And you'd think Randy would do something different with that hairdo.
You're right.
No,
Oh
he
my
didn't.
God.
And he wouldn't even accept my request for a friend.
He denied your
He
friend
did.
request?
Yes, he did. So,
OMG.
So just a message to all the politicians, don't create a MySpace page, because you might give the impression that people will think you're a human being, and that might not work out, so.
Yeah, I don't know anything about naked pictures on the internet of myself. I wouldn't do anything like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Stormy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Carmen. She's actually suing the city of Arlington. God bless you on that. Fuck those guys. And her beautiful daughter will be moving to Portland. Because we like hot chicks. Even if Sam becomes mayor, hot chicks are still totally cool with everybody. All right. Guess what time it is? It's the portion we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The talent portion of Candidates Gone Wild. This is okay. This year is a little bit different from last, as we told the candidates that they need to have one other person to help them with their special skill or talent or shtick that they're gonna do. Sort of kind of a Dancing with the Stars, but way more of a train wreck waiting to happen. The candidates only have 2.5 minutes to do their thing. And judging this portion of the show will be 3 candidates for U.S. Senate. Ladies and gentlemen, he crash tested his Prius into the Cascades and he lived to tell the tale. Speaker of the House, Jeff Merkley. Come on out, Jeff. Take a seat, my friend. And our lovely anti-war candidate from Eugene, she was actually running her whole campaign on $700, but now she has $1,000. Candy Neville. And last but not least, he is no stranger to the Candidates Gone Wild stage. The no-holds-barred walk with a hook. Steve Nolan! That's right. Steve, do not fuck around with Steve. Holy sheep shit. Okay, hold on. All right, we need to get our candidates back on stage and into the bleachers while they wait their turn. Oh my God, first up is Miss. Look at you. Well, let's get everybody up on stage. Look at, oh my God, I can't look. They've been keeping it secret. Hold on. Just get in your, everybody. Okay. All right. As soon as everybody is in position, you guys sit wherever. Be careful on those bleachers. We don't want the frog to hurt himself. All right. I will call our first contestant for the talent Candidates Gone Wild, Amanda Fritz. Now, Amanda. Who is your special person you've got on stage with you?
This is my husband, Steve. We've been married nearly 26 years.
Woo! All right, I will give you the 30-second warning. When you have 30 seconds to wrap it up, you've got 2.5 minutes, Amanda, to do your thing. Ready? Who's got a stopwatch over on that side? Hello, you ready? Are you ready? All right, and Amanda Fritz, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Amanda! I'm Amanda Fritz. I'm the woman candidate. I will sing these notes 'cause I really want the votes. I will watch the bills, make sure you don't pay for frills. We all need hope too, jobs and schools and microbrews. Doesn't that sound good? I will work hard for all. A registered nurse, taking that 3 a.m. call. When the balance here on my bubble has no fear. Murder, no peace, no for me. Now I've written this song. When you hear it from now on, you will think of me chasing guns through May 20.
Stay at the microphone, Amanda. Amanda, you can stay at the mic. They're gonna say stuff to you. I know, I'm sorry. Now you guys, you have to keep it really, really quick. They don't have, do you guys have microphones? Oh my God, give the judges microphones. We got Steve Novak, he's gonna say something terrible. Steve, but you have to promise me tonight you're gonna say something kind of nice, at least once.
Amanda, I gotta say, you rocked down to Electric Avenue. But I'm sorry, I don't think you took it higher.
Oh God.
So check it out, Amanda. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I really think you're a little too pitchy there in the beginning, a little pitchy here and there. But I want to tell you, I'm so glad you checked in the stuffed animal and brought the guitar tonight. That rocks, man. You rock,
Okay.
girl. You rock.
Cool.
Edgy in a good chip lollipop sort of way.
Nice. Thank you, Amanda Fritz. Next up, we have Marvelous Mike Fahey. You're next, my friend. Step up to the mic, brother. So who is your other person who's going to do something with you?
Just me.
Just you?
We don't need a partner.
You and all
we got a
your
good number.
voices in your head. Okay.
In my head. Well, I'm glad to see us so many of God's greatest creations Hello, ladies. I'm going to tell you about a little Irishman named Patty. He was an Irish freighter. Ran a shipwreck. He's the only survivor on an island. And he was there for 10 years. And all of a sudden he seen something in the ocean and he looked. And he saw something coming closer and closer. And all of a sudden here comes this beautiful blonde in a wetsuit up. And he looked, couldn't believe his eyes. He said, come ashore. She said, I'm Victoria. I'm Patty. Shook her hand. She said to him, how long you been here? Patty said, I've been here 10 years, I think. Pretty close. She said, well, how long has it been she had a good cigar? He said, well, 10 years. She pulled out a little cigar out of her wetsuit and gave it to him. He lit it up. Said, oh, I forgot how good they were. He said, how long has it been she had any whiskey? He said, 10 years. So she opened up her little flask and gave it to him. All of a sudden, she started to unzip her wetsuit. And she said, how long has it been since you played around? He blessed himself. He said, oh, blessed Virgin Mother of God. He said, don't tell me you got a set of golf clubs in there. I got one more. It was two seniors. Her name was, I think Mabel, and his name was Mark. Hey, Mark, you around here? Anyway, he was 82 and she was 80. And he'd been there for 10 years in the senior center, and she'd just been there 6 months. And they got together and they liked each other, so they had breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. And this went on for about 6 months, and he said to her, what do you wish? She says, you know, I wished I would have gotten married. I kind of think I missed that. He said, what do you wish? He said, well, I wish I could still make love. I haven't done that since my wife died. She said, reached over and patted his hand. She said, maybe we can take care of that tonight. So about 8 o'clock, everybody's already asleep in the rest home. And he sneaks down to her door, and dark in there, and he crawls in the bedroom. And about a minute later, he jumps out of bed and throws on the lights, and he said, you should have told me. She said, what are you talking about? Well, you should have told me you were still a virgin. She said, well, you old fool, if I thought you could ever got it up, I'd have taken off my pantyhose.
Okay, that was really gross. Okay, Mike Fahey, stay in the microphone and get punished. I have to say, that was pretty ballsy, though. All right. Mike, listen to these folks. Go ahead, judges.
I'm kind of speechless, so I want to go first, but Bob Hope was safe with you, yeah.
I saw your labor experience coming through there. Jokes were a little labored.
You got anything to say, Steve? Oh, Jesus.
I'm speechless.
Whoa!
That was my clean one.
Go ahead, Mike, sit down. Good job. All right. Up next we have Charles Lewis.
Well, most of the kids at Ethos play better guitar than me, but I figured I would play a little mellow song.
Do you have another person with you?
No, I'm pulling a Mike Fahey just by myself.
Wow, you guys are breaking the rules. Couple of rebels. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Starting. Knock us out.
Said I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown, observing the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people with me. Good friends we've had or good friends we've lost along the way. Hey, in this great future, you can't forget your past. So
dry your tears, I said. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown, and Georgie would make the firelight as it would, log would burning through the night, and we would cook wholemeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. Oh. My feet is my only carriage, and so I've got to push on through. But while I'm gone, I mean it, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright.
Charles. All right. I have to say, Mr. Lewis, you certainly brought the people together. That was very nice. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful.
Okay, check it out, check it out, check it out. Man, that's molten hot lava right there. Portland's own American Idol. You rock, you rock. Charles, if they legalize it, they should let you advertise it.
Thank you, Charles Lewis. All right. Tough act to follow. Nick Fish, you're up next. Okay, Nick.
Excuse me, Storm, excuse me. This man is in need of a proper introduction. This cat is so hip. He is so off the hook. He is so mind-blowing.
Okay.
We've been keeping it under wraps not to blow your mind.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to make you fall off the stage.
Right on. Thank you.
Every day. Insist on certain things, man. Why is Fearless square? Byron Beck? What the heck? Life is sweet. It's delicious!
microphone, honey. Attaboy. That was, I don't know. Go ahead, guys.
That was efficient government. Your hat says it all.
So Nick, here's the thing. I think you're going to have to, your old show was called Outlook Oregon, but I think your new show is going to be Look Out, Oregon.
I knew you were from New York, but I didn't know you were from Greenwich Village circa 1958.
Nice. Well done, Nick. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. All right, next up is John Branham. Okay, John, do you have a you look like you're from straight out of the Village People, bro. That's hot.
I like to hear.
All right, so who's your special person?
So my special assistant is Mr. Paul Van Orden. Three of the things that city commissioners need to do are to, number one, frame the issues. Number two, cut through the bullshit. And number three, work their asses off. So that's what we're gonna do tonight.
Should I run away? That looks really fucking shit's gonna fly off of that. John, okay, hold on. Are you ready to go? I'm scared. All right. John Branham.
when you're a soldier.
motherfuckers. No balls. How is it that her mouth is so filthy when she's talking and so pretty when she's singing? Okay, so we're gonna take a little break from the festivities to talk about the two reasons we're really here tonight. Voting and volunteering. First, voting. To get you guys warmed up, we've got Tyler Hughes, who warms up the live wire audience before their shows. Tyler.
Hey everybody,